Plaintiff Mabel Goodall is suing her former sister-in-law for unreturned property. Mabel says she met and married the defendant's brother when she was a 17-year-old virgin living in Malaysia, but when he became abusive, she moved in with the defendant. Amy Novak says once the plaintiff moved in with her, she developed a serious drinking problem, and she's countersuing for unpaid utility bills.
Mabel Goodall is suing Amy Novak, her former sister-in-law, for unreturned property and court costs, and Amy is countersuing her former sister-in-law for unpaid bills, unpaid wages, and stolen property. How are you today, Mabel?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Why are you here?
I'm here. Well, the story begins 15 years ago.
Okay.
I'm from Peninsula, Malaysia.
Okay.
And I was in an international pen pal club. And that's how I met Amy's brother. He came to Malaysia. I was 17 and he was 32 at that time. And he wanted to marry me.
Okay.
And which 32-year-old man doesn't want to marry a 17-year-old virgin? And I got pregnant right away. I came to the United States. By the time my second baby was coming, the marriage started getting verbally abusive. And then it got to be physically violence. And he decided to divorce me. And I didn't tell anybody in Malaysia about it because it's shunned upon.
How long after you were married did the physical abuse start?
Probably the second year.
How? In what way? What kind of abuse?
Well, it started off with a lot of insult, verbal, mental, you know.
All right. So what kind of physical abuse? The verbal insults and what?
He punched me a few times. So,
What were the
and I was
circumstances?
pregnant with my third kid at that time too.
Where did he punch you?
I can't remember. I think it was mostly my face or my back,
Did you call the police?
Once I almost did, but I didn't.
Okay. All right. And when you went to see the doctor, you went to prenatal care visits?
I went to the doctor and I finally got a physical checkup to prove that I was physically violated to, abuse.
Did the doctor tell you that you didn't have to take that in this country?
She encouraged me to. Yes, absolutely.
So why didn't you listen to her?
I was so naive that time. I was very naive.
So what happens with the defendant, Amy? Why are you suing her?
Because we bought a washer and a dryer. Okay, the agreement was she would pay me back my money. I put it on my credit card, my lowest credit card. So she was supposed to pay me back. She did pay $500 for the dryer in cash, which she has no way to prove, and she's lucky I'm honest. She did pay me cash for the first one, and I'm waiting for money for the washer.
All right. So how much do you think she owes you in total?
In total, $615.
Okay, so it's $526.
$526 for the property, the court fees.
The property being?
The washer.
The washing machine.
Yes.
How is it that you and you're buying a washing machine for her?
She is my ex-sister-in-law, and we were cohabitating together.
You were living together?
Yes.
Did you know that your brother was physically abusive to Mabel?
I did find that out that he was, but I didn't witness it, and she should have left. She should have.
And she did.
And
did she not?
She did leave eventually, but it's because he divorced her. He actually asked her to leave. But I just want to get back to when I met her. I mean, Mabel, I really liked her. We got along. She's very outgoing and a nice person. But I noticed about that time she always would drink wine to unwind it. She said she couldn't sleep, so she would drink wine. Well, about that time I noticed that she was also drinking hard liquor. I didn't really know how bad it was until she moved in. And that's where this situation happened. Was she and the kids moved in April of 2008. And that's when I saw that she was drinking a lot of hard liquor, and I do have photos here, if I'm allowed to introduce those.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm looking at liquor bottles.
Can't
Is this
see.
a dresser? Is this a bedroom dresser?
It's a bedroom dresser, yes.
Is this your bedroom dresser, Mabel?
Actually, technically it's hers, but I was using it. I was living in a home. Your Honor, I moved so many times.
Hold on. Were you drinking a lot?
I had a few drinks occasionally.
What's occasionally? Every night before you went to bed?
Just to defend myself on that matter. I don't never had a DUI. I never went to.
And I'm sure you never killed anybody either. I'm asking you if you drank every night.
Not every night, Your Honor.
Okay, 5 nights a week?
Occasionally.
You know what? She's not going for it. So, because you're not answering me, I'm going to go and
beg
ask
to differ.
you. Go ahead.
I believe she was drinking every night.
Why did you take her in?
Because she's the mother of my niece and nephews, and we were friends for so many years. I was there for her.
Okay, so
know?
you're countersuing her. What are you countersuing her for?
I'm countersuing her for the utilities that she didn't pay, and for I did so much babysitting. I worked as a nanny for her while she was a nanny somewhere, so I babysat her kids, and she provided the money for the food, but I didn't get paid anything for watching the kids.
What was the agreement when you said to her, Mabel, move in with me?
She was going to do some cleaning in the house and some repairs.
Right.
Minimal repairs. I had, only approved a few things, and that she would pay her utilities.
So was she working at the time?
No.
So how was she going to make these payments?
She has money from her divorce, from her second husband. She has
Second
spousal
husband?
support.
Hold on. Did another guy come in?
Yes, I met this really nice guy. He took me in and my kids, married me, and he was the daddy to my kids.
How old was he?
30-something, 37 maybe, I can't remember. And we stayed together for 10 years and got a divorce. And I got some money, and I told Amy that instead of me living in apartments, throwing money at somebody else to make
So you maintained a friendship with her even though you had subsequently married someone after you married her brother.
Yeah.
That's admirable.
We stayed friends.
All right, so why are we suing each other? Who are you?
I'm her daughter-in-law.
What's your name? Step up.
My name's Jocelyn Novak.
You're her daughter-in-law?
She's my daughter-in-law.
Okay, what do you have to add to this, Jocelyn?
I'm witness to her saying that she was going to help Amy pay the utilities, and I'm witness to her being belligerently drunk. And
How often did you see her drunk?
well, I've seen her on all fours in the kitchen, throwing up in the trash can, and
Where are her kids at the time?
wherever they were, because she didn't keep an eye on them.
Excuse me. Your Honor, you're talking about 15, 13, and a 12-year-old. They don't need to be. And Your Honor, I have witnesses that would tell you otherwise, and I have statements from them. And
All right, let's
would
see it.
you?
All right, so you're suing her for $400 for utility bills, and you're here to testify that she agreed she would pay them. You just happened to be there when she said this, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Actually, Your Honor, she moved in with her, Amy's son and her, Jocelyn, moved in. See, that was not part of the agreement. I did not know that they were going to move in after
Whose place was it?
This is Amy's place. And I wanted to help her out and show my gratitude and make her living condition better. Her house was so messy. I mean, filthy. I would not even let my cats stay there.
How many cats did you have?
I didn't have any cat. I'm saying if
My mom has always been a very charitable person. She gave a $1,500 washer to her best friend, which Amy's been jealous. Jocelyn moved in, stressed my mom out as we were irresponsible. All right, what do you want to show me? Did you agree to pay utilities?
No, Your Honor.
What did you agree to pay? You're moving in with her with 3 kids.
Your Honor, I renovated a home, and the agreement was until I can get back, until I can recover from the money I spent, that will be added like part of the rent. I paid over If I include the dishwasher that I put in a brand new dishwasher, it would be over $4,000.
Were you supposed to pay rent?
We were going to set a rent, and the money that I put into a home would be considered rent.
Is there any kind of agreement in writing?
No, Your Honor. We trust each other. We've known each other for so
How am
many.
I supposed to figure this out? She's giving me utility bills and stolen property, including a casserole dish and a Tupperware colander. And you're saying that she owes you for unreturned property, I guess, for the washing machine.
That's correct.
What? This is ridiculous. What about the utilities?
I have.
All right. I'm sure she didn't pay the utilities. She's telling me she didn't pay the utilities. She's telling me she didn't have to.
It
Show
was
me that
all
you
part.
paid $4,000. Did she? Amy, how long did she live with you?
I don't know because it's almost 4 months. But she did buy. I bet included in that $4,000 is the refrigerator that she took with her.
No,
So
that
how
was
am I- how
not.
can
Well, let
say
me
that she
figure out
spent
if the
it.
refrigerator's in it. If it isn't,
I have to have the difference. Of the
Mabel
utilities.
Millar Goodall. Did she do improvements to your house, Amy?
Yeah, she did do some work.
Fix holes in the upper hall. Fix holes in the staircase to basement. Prime and paint staircase to the basement. Paint upstairs hall. Paint lower bathroom. By the way, this guy gave you a good deal. How much did you take with you? Dish, high
Everything that
temp
could be
black,
moved.
dishwasher.
Anything that could be
What's that,
removed.
dishwasher?
Yes.
A black one?
Except for the dish-
Did you leave it there or did you take it?
Oh, of course I left it
She
there.
left the dishwasher.
All right, that's enough. I've heard enough. Look, the issue is whether or not the plaintiff is entitled to get money for the washing machine, $526, and whether or not the defendant is allowed to get money for utility bills, which amounts to about $400, and stolen property like a bed frame, etc., George Lopez DVD, and a casserole dish. This is ridiculous. There is no question that the plaintiff did improvements to your home. And if you had had any kind of agreement in writing, then I clearly would have ordered that she pay for the utilities. As far as I'm concerned, do you have some of the items?
I brought whatever that was in my home that was not mine, and Your Honor, I did not steal. I asked permission to watch those movies, and I told her
So you brought the movies back?
Oh, of course.
You know, I don't understand why the two of you can't get along. You know what? You're very decent, and she's.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me glimpse into this. She brought back the cooking books, the nightlight. Okay.
What is that? Oh, measuring tape.
Come on, ladies. Nobody wins here. You know why? I don't want either one of you coming out of this thinking that you made money or you didn't make money. I think what's done is done. It is just as believable that you owe her for the washing machine as that she owes you. Thank you so much.